Rowan Dean, there are two really fundamental things happening in the world right now. What we're talking about tonight and big tech interference in the United States election, right? Because they are fundamental about, has the game changed and we didn't notice. We didn't notice when the rules changed. Now, again, we will all quibble about the edges about too hard, too early, all of that stuff. But tonight, Lygon Street, Carlton, right? That is a consequence. But Daniel Andrews will be lauded by some people for telling other people they can't go to work while not actually fining family members who got other family members sick.
Yeah, I thought your whole intro there was brilliant, Paul, and I'll just point out to Corey, he left the Spectator off his list of the media who have said no to this all along, and Corey knows because he writes for the Spectator. But, and when he puts pen to paper. And it is tragic that so few of the media are actually speaking up about what is going on in this country. But Paul, to your point, there must be a major structural problem with our political system now, because the three premiers you cited have clearly gone off the rails. The problem we have is that the states have so much power they can disrupt and destroy our everyday lives, but the federal government has all the money. Now, this is clearly dysfunctional. So we either, after this pandemic, either have to have the GST is raised by each state and gets to be spent by each state. And so the onus is on the premiers to have a productive economy in their own state, which at the moment they don't have. They just get all this money flooding in from Canberra and they can do whatever. 60% of JobKeeper is going to Victoria. It's a joke. What Josh Frydenberg said today is correct. But what, Josh, you've got to do, you've got to turn off the tap. You've got to say, OK, no more JobKeeper for Victoria because you've had your share of it. You've had more than your share. No more. The rest of the New South Wales, other places, they can carry on getting JobKeeper, but no more for New Zealand, for Victoria. Equally, Josh must now look at the whole question of the GST, and maybe we should be giving the states the right to raise their own taxes and scrap the federal taxes on your income.
Competitive federalism.
Absolutely, because this system is not working, and the system of politics should not allow three complete dud premiers to do so much damage.
Well, and look, I'm going to throw in, make it four, right? Peter Goodwin in Tasmania, and I know they constantly turn around and say, oh, well, they're the older population. Bullshit, right? This bloke's holding on just as hard as everyone else, right? So, Richo, I want to ask you a fundamental question, one that probably gets asked at 3 o'clock in the morning, but is the point of running for office to get power, to keep power, or to get power to do something with it? Because it feels like the whole game now is just holding on to power.
Well, first off, before I answer that, can I say that I wish I had an opportunity to spend 10 minutes answering the last 10 minutes of the show, because I think you've been way over the top bagging Labor premiers. I don't think that if I was Palaszczuk, I'd be too frightened by it. Because one thing that you have to remember is the electors count. Somewhere along the line, it's not commentators that count, it's electors. And the electors are very happy with these premiers. Very, very happy. And the last time I looked, Paul, we're in a democracy. I want to see electors happy. I want to see them believing in their governments. And we've got a situation now where they do, because the governments are acting in accordance with the wishes of the people. Well, what we should be doing, apparently, is telling the people, no, you're wrong. We as the government have no confidence in the electorate. We want to do it differently. Come on, it doesn't work like that, or it certainly shouldn't, not in my view.
Yeah, OK, but sorry, Rowan, you respond and then I respond to Richo. But I want to get gender in as well.
Yeah, no, it's just very quickly, Richo. The electors in Victoria aren't that happy. Rumours are, reports are from doctors. I've spoken to doctors. Suicides are at record heights in Victoria. It's a horrible topic, but don't tell us all the voters are happy.
But